Hello. One, two. Yes, hello everyone, welcome in. Right, today I've got a task on. I've got to build a sole trader business type PC for a customer. They want it quick, they've got limited budget, but this is probably the most, the least minimum spec that I would go to build a business PC. Business PC is not a gaming PC, so this won't have a graphics card in it. The chip itself that I'm going to use has onboard graphics, so I'm going to get right into it, and what I'm going to use is, because it's a business PC, I'm using a first player A1 case, which is like a type business PC. It's got no windows on it, it's pure metal. It's not one of the greatest cases, but as I say, because of his budget, it's got enough airflow for what it's got. So I'm using an A1 first player case. I'm using a 9th gen GIGABYTE H310 micro ATX S2H motherboard. This is an LGA 1151 socket. 9th gen are still quite usable today. I know we're at 113th gen now, but this is a business PC. It will be Windows 11 compatible because the generation of the CPU that it can support does have the TPM2 requirements in it. So it's got no problems with that. So we can get Windows 11 on it. I will be putting Windows 10 on it for now. He will have the option to upgrade to Windows 11 if he wants to, but he's used to Windows 10, so I'm giving him Windows 10. So the processor I'm using is an Intel Core i5-9400. It's the 9400, not the 9400F. If I'd used the 9400F, the price would have had to go up significantly, basically because with the 900F SKU CPU, you do need a graphics card. So I'm using a 900, which has the built-on graphics on the chip. So as I say, there'll be no graphics card being inserted. The board has video output ports. It's got HDMI and I think it's got DisplayPort. It might be HDMI and VGA. We'll have a look in a second. But the board's got that, so we're fine there. I'm also going to use a 1 terabyte Crucial NVMe M.2 drive, and I've got a new power supply which I am using, and it's from a company called Justo Builder. It's called a Builder. There you go. And Just Stop, or Just Stop, however you want to pronounce it. So that's a 600 watt power supply. 600 watt power supply. So I'll be using that. Here's the motherboard. And why don't we get you, there we go, why don't we get you into scene. So here's the motherboard I'll be using. I'll show you my 4K cam down there. So that's the motherboard. Yep. There's your power supply, you can see it better now. And there, it's from a company called KIT. I have used KIT power supply before, but we're going to see how it goes in this build. So I'm using a memory. I've got a 16GB kit, 28 gigabytes. This is DDR4 3200. As I say, it's a business PC. It's not for gaming, so he's using it for business. So we don't need no gaming type specifications there, because I say it's for business, and this is quite adequate. There's the CPU I'm using. Comes with its own CPU. It has onboard chip, onboard graphics. Comes with its own cooler, so we're using that. That cooler is quite sufficient for that. There's my Crucial 1TB SSD, and the case I'm using. I can't put everything on the desk because I don't have space. The case I'm using is a first player A1 case. A1 first player case. I'm trying to get the label into there. I can't go down, the desk is in the way and I don't want to move the camera. Anyway, you'll see when I bring it out. So first of all, let's get started. Won't mess about. When I get into it straight away here, grab my screw driver, and let me just turn the ring light up a bit. There we go, on my face. And right, so back plate, which I'll need for the case. Won't need any of these because I'm not putting any SATA drive on. It will go in the box, and the client can have that. And if he wants to put a small SSD on, he can do. What else is in the box? Basically, some documentation, driver disk, but we'll get all that from online. As I say, I will be putting Windows 10 on this. I'll have the option to upgrade to Windows 11 because I will enable, well, Windows 10 will automatically enable the TPM. Right, so let's get the board out, and what we're going to do first of all, get the board out. Have it face it towards me, and I think I'll hire you guys a bit. Wait a second, I'm coming. Just hire you a bit so you can get a better downward angle, and then we will like that, and there we go. Give you a better angle. There you go. You can see a bit more. What we need is some light on the subject. I think I'll actually use the light on my webcam, so just a moment. Take that out of there. Okay. Alright, so let's get the processor in. So that up, 1151. So we'll open this bad boy up. I'll open this bad boy up, and I've done a cardinal sin again. I've run my microphone wire up the side of my thing here. So just 1 second while I just adjust that, because it gets in the way and so that here is just me running it over the shirt at the moment. Right, there we go. Just keep it out of the way. Okay. I do apologise for that. Right, let's get back onto it now. And we will so let's get this bad boy open. That's good. I want to try and preserve the box as much as possible, just in the event I can reuse it on to put maybe another processor in that won't be a 11500, but I can always put another processor in it. So to open this, okay, let's come out of the box. So we'll push this tab through. And flip that open. There we go. That's it. That's our tab. There's our processor. To open the processor, you will find that you have the clamshell, little tabs in the corner, and these tabs here are for you to pick it up with your fingers here at the edge. Make sure your board's orientated in the way you're going to put it in. And how you're going to know you're going to put it in is that the writing on the board runs the same way as the chip. Yeah, plus also you've got indicating arrow, you've got a little arrow on the clamshell there in the corner. And there's a arrow on the board just here. There we go, that's in. Secure, and we'll just pop that bad boy down. That's popped off. I'll keep that. Keep that. I've got a little box for the clamshell and this cover, which is here. And as you can see, as you will see, I've got other CPUs and other clamshells and stuff that I've got from other systems. Clean those. Okay, so that's on. I won't be putting any thermal paste on the CPU yet. What I'm going to do now is put in my memory, I think, yes. So I'll turn that just that bit away. I'll open up my slots. So first off, actually, I'm going to put in is the M.2 drive. Now let me just check. You don't have to worry. This mat here is an anti-static mat. It's not a mouse pad. That's a mouse pad there. That's a mouse pad. That's an electronic heat pad when you're doing micro soldering. This here is an anti-static mat. So I am working on an anti-static mat. You don't have to worry, guys. I'm just checking something because I didn't see any M.2, but I do believe, looking at this board, that the M.2 and standoff's already in. So I'm happy with that. So what I shall do, I was just double checking. So in this case, they've actually put it into the board already, which is good for me. Makes my job better, easier. I think they should all do that. Okay. We'll get our M.2 drive out. At the side, gold fingers line up. Gold fingers that notch line up in the slot on this side here. Push it back till it locks. And we just want our M.2 screw, and we'll insert that back into there. And there we are. That's our storage inserted. I can still keep that as well. That goes into the box. The client will get that for his M.2, because should he ever have to, should we ever have to service this board or have to RMate for any reason, as I say, nothing's guaranteed. Then obviously he's got the thing for the M.2. Also, I'll put the clamshell in the box. Right, so that's the memory on. Memory. That's the storage on. Okay, so now I will put the heatsink on now. Now we'll check if this heatsink has its own thermal paste on. If it's got its own thermal paste on, then I don't need to add any thermal paste, because the thermal paste they apply is quite good enough, to be quite honest with you. Just need to just up out of here. There we go. Yes, and it has got its own thermal paste on already. There's a thermal paste on the bottom. I'm just going to line up this. I'm just going to line up this cable. I don't like they've sort of ran it around there, but I don't like the way this runs. It interferes, for me, interferes with the blades of the the CPU. I'm going to run it. Oh, I wish they make it better than that. I just don't like. You know, I'm going to take it out. I'm going to do it my way, which is I'm going to cable tie it. Okay, see if I can run that. Leave that there. Find where the CPU fan is. That's a system fan. Usually the CPU fan will be around here somewhere. Could that be it there? It's just getting a little bit dark, so I'm just... Yes, CPU fan, there it is there. So I can orientate this now. So that. Yes, that way. So this is where I'm going with this. Yes. It just didn't feel like it was... It's okay, I was just checking it. It just didn't feel like it had gone through, but it had. It's just the way it felt. Now, that's my fan on. Okay. Yes. Okay. Right, so that's now heatsink and fan, CPU with thermal paste, storage. Now we're going to put our RAM in. Do I need to cut this, or is it already done? Yes, there's a seal there. Okay, so it's just up here. So this is Crucial Ballistix RAM, 2 sticks of 8, It's not RGB. We don't need no RGB in this. The case it's going in, you ain't going to see nothing. I mean, there's no RGB on it. So 2 sticks of RAM. Let's open these up. I think I did already open them up. Okay, so we're good to go there. DDR4. There's one. There's 2. Okay, get rid of that. Let's remove some of this, because as I say, I don't have a lot of space to work on here. Yep, and then we'll get the case up and get this board inserted into the case. We'll check that we've got all our standoffs in. I should do, because the case, I will admit, just to save on him, it's a case that I had before and I've used. It was one of my cases. I have told the client this and he's quite happy with that. It's in good conditions, you'll see. Right, so that. Keep that there. Don't need no go faster stripes. Slot that back in there as such. Keep these boxes for now, just in the event. Shouldn't be, but nothing's guaranteed in life. So we're going to get the case prepped. I'm going to get it in. His clamshell back for his till I'm ready for shipping. Not till I'm ready for shipping. Okay. That's that one done, that's that out of the way. Let's unbox. Ketchup and mustard. Should have guessed at the price, that's what it was. Ketchup and mustard cables, got a few cable ties, screws for the power supply for the case, which we'll need. Okay, some documentation there. What I'll do is I'll put that in the motherboard box and get rid of this box. Won't need a power supply box. Way. So we'll get the case up here. Excuse me while I just refresh, just having a chewing gum just to mouth's a bit stale. Let's get the case open. that's what we want. A1 first player case. And now, A1 first player case. Get the motherboard in. Before I do that, I need to get the standoff screws out. The standoffs for the screws in the standoffs. Okay, that's the motherboard screws out. And the next thing I have to do is see if they line up. And before I can do that, I just need to move these wires out of the way. And so to do that, I'm going to push them out through the side of the back. Just to get them out of the way. Plate goes in there, so I just need to see how this sits. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 6 screws, so they have to come up. Okay, so I do have to move my standoffs. I know you can't see into the case, but standoffs at the bottom here for the bigger board, because you can also take an ATX board, needs to come up to here. So those two in the right place, those two in the right place, them two needs to come up to here. So let me just get my bit. Okay. Okay, let's get that bit back in. Okay, try again now. This time now, let me put my shield in, my IO shield in. Like the scissors I use. I've got better ones, but I just can't be bothered to dig them out. Just using these things. Audio ports to the bottom. This is probably the worst bit of this is getting this, and it's all because the case is so flimsy. If this was a better case, then this process is quite, fairly straightforward. I just need to get one. The problem that I'm having is there we go, is that, don't come out, is that the case is flexing when I'm pushing. See now what's happened there? Got that in and it really jumped out. That's me getting it in. Okay. Now let's get the board in. The reason why I say times against this, and the reason why I say that is that it's not the speed in which I've got to do it, it's that the light is fading fast. Well, not fast, but it's fading. Yeah, so this has got DVI. It's actually got HDMI, DVI, and HDMI port. So it's actually got 3 display. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing, is I'm checking that there's no grounding straps fouling any of the ports, because I don't want to put this in, I don't want to take it out again. So I'm just checking my work. So we get one screw in, so we can get can help me to align. Okay, that's one screw. Now just double check these ports again. My microphone is dropping off. So believe it or not. Right, so I'm looking at the ports. I'm really checking because so far I've only just put one screw to sort of like hold it in place. I'm making sure that nothing is being foul. No grounding straps being any ports, because if you get grounding straps in and you try to plug something in, if you touch one of those 5-volt live wires, it can actually just blow the whole board. So it's important. This bit, I can hear a lot of you saying, "Oh, I can get that in by now. It should be done now." Yeah, it should be, but I'm liable. This is my customer. There's a customer's paid for this. If I do it wrong or cause an issue, if I do this wrong or cause an issue, I've then got to replace it at my cost, and I don't have the cost. I'm not in business to do that. So I'm making sure I double check. As soon as I take 5 minutes to do what's be a 1-minute job, make sure it's right. So when I do it to the customer, it's right. No issue. I don't want him phoning me saying, "I try to put my USB in and I can't get it in." Let me tell you now, patience is the best. So now the only thing I've got to do use the right screwdriver with the right head now and torque these down. And all you got, you don't have to crunch it. It stops, and then all you do when it stops turning freely, you feel it grip, you just give it a quarter turn. That's it. See, it's turning freely. There you go. Center's come down, then a quarter turn. That's all it needs. Don't need nothing more than that. You got to crank the board down. And now that we know all our stand-ups in the right place, the board's in. Look at our work there now, so we'll see our work there now. Let me give you guys a bit of a better view now. Up. There we go. We're up now, so I can. You won't need to see down there so much. You can see down there from that camera. Okay, so there we are. Board's in. Power supply goes in there. I can pull these back through now. Let's put our power supply in. Much as in ketchup and mustard cables. But this is not so bad because it's not being seen. It's not a what's it system. It's not a gaming system. There's no there's no glass case on the side to be smashed, because this will probably end up going on the floor. If it ends up going on the floor, then it's going to get kicked, knocked. When the employees pull the chair in and out, kick it with their feet. It happens. It's no good saying it doesn't happen. It does happen. It's going to take some abuse. So let me get this out. And then obviously I'm going to have to cable manage all the other loose cables. Yeah, cable manage all the other loose cables. Tighten the system up. Now, like I said, this build is a business build, and it's a minimum spec business build. Now, so if say you were like a painter and decorator or a PC repair tech, this kind of build is probably adequate for you, because basically all you're gathering is clients, you know, details, contact details, and then obviously you'll have your other application that running for, you know, what you're doing. So like if you're a system builder or if you're PC repair tech, you're going to be gathering information of what the system is, what they want. So basically you'll be doing a lot of surfing, finding, locating parts for your client's system. You know, you have to put it in you have to look at it in context as to what. Now I'm going to use the actual screws with the cable ties that came. So I'll use the cable ties for doing this cable. That came for this power supply. These screws actually fit for this power supply. So we'll get 2 out for now, so I can go diagonally across. We'll get 2 set up. So I'll go line it up, and I'll go 1 here, now, and 1 here, and I can get the other 2 in, and then we'll work out the others. Now these screws are for this power supply. So that's why I've used them. It came with this power supply, and then I've got some cable ties here, so I can cable manage his cables. And now I can stand this up, so now I can line it up better, so I can have it sitting on the shelf. I can have it in its proper orientation as it's going to be used. Okay, so now we've got that in. And again, you don't need to crank down on these. Now obviously this PC is going to be travelling, but the client's local, so once I've told him it's okay, we'll make arrangements. If he's too busy, he's not too far away, I'll drop it off. And or he can pick it up depending how it feels right. I'm debating whether to put a Ruthless, you say? Nah. Well, no, what I'm after. It's just that I've got to put stuff in the way. There's the scissors I use for cutting. I always seem to enjoy using everything other than what I got. Okay. That's 4. Okay. Now let's get some from umbilicals connected, and then that'll be that for that. And then I'll carry on part 2 tomorrow. So what I'm going to do, guys, is carry on is just connect up the front umbilicals, and then we'll carry on this stream tomorrow. So I'm nearly there. I should have power switch, plus and minus, and there we are. Okay, so we're all done now with the, well, not the front I believe, but with the fiddly ones. USB one. That goes up there. The problem that I'm having here is that if I'm not wrong, this is a fan. Yes, that front fan there. So I need to take this back out through there. Oh, well, that fan somewhere down there. That's a TPM fan, but I've not got a TPM fan. It's not being seen anyway. I do like, but unfortunately, let me just see. I'm just rerouting a fan wire. I think I am. Or I'm going to try to. See? Yeah. I was going to say then it actually lost that, but it shouldn't do because the wire's up here, so still I should gain wire, which I have. But it's just me being a dude. I thought I was losing wire, but I'm actually gaining wire. Now, what I've done, I've just rerouted a wire, which I'm hoping will help me out. But I just want to see. Let's show the pin missing. It's not missing. What's this? It's not audio. It's USB. Ah. No, it's okay. It's just me being a dork. I had it inadvertently. Got it. Yeah. Now I wish I'd come through here now with this. Is USB 3.0. So I'm just doing a bit of cable management. I've nearly done, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. So I've got my USB 3 on, I think, yeah. Okay, so now what I've just got to do is redo these front wires, just because I moved them out. So now, if you can see, the system fan, where is it? Speaker. That's TPM. I had the system fan down here somewhere. That's why I moved the wire through, and now I've lost it. Front USB, TPM, that's speaker. That's my audio. I seen the fan down there. Now I've lost it. I shouldn't have that much problems with system fan. Right, so I've just lost the system fan. Right, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys, and then I'll carry this on tomorrow. I'll do the installation. Yeah, just got a bit of cable management to do. So thanks again all for watching, and hopefully I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now.